All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep today
Into risk.
into risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're here because you want to
Yeah, you want to figure this stuff out.
figure out risk, right? You want to know what kinds of risks are out there,
how to deal with it.
how to deal with it.
How to handle it.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, like, risk,
Yeah.
it's not always a bad thing.
No, it's not always a bad thing at all.
In fact, sometimes the biggest risks have the biggest.
Rewards.
That's right. Yeah. So we're looking at some excerpts from a document today all about
Different types of risk.
different types of risk. Yeah. And it turns out there's
4 main categories.
4 main categories.
What think about. Yeah.
So why don't we just jump right into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the first one
Okay.
is probably the one that everyone's most familiar with.
Okay.
It's compliance risk,
Compliance risk.
sometimes called mandatory risk.
Got it.
And this is all about following the rules,
Okay.
right? So think about,
Like laws, exactly. Regulations, industry standards, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
okay, so like if a company
Yeah.
decides to ignore like environmental regulations to save money,
Totally. They're taking on a big compliance risk.
yeah, they could get hit with some huge
Oh, yeah.
fines.
Yeah.
Or even worse.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right. So the name of the game with compliance risk is to
Minimize it.
minimize it. You want to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah,
Dot your I's and cross your T's.
Exactly.
Stay on the right side a lot.
Okay, so compliance risk is all about making sure you're following the rules.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, what about
It's hazard risk
hazard risk,
or pure risk.
pure risk? Okay.
And so these are risks where
Okay.
the only possible outcome is negative.
Okay.
So these are things like accidents,
Like a fire?
fires,
Yeah.
natural disasters,
Okay.
things that can cause
Nice.
damage, loss.
Oh, okay. So, like, if a fire rips through a warehouse
Yeah.
and destroys all the inventory, exactly, that's a hazard risk.
Okay, got it.
So, with hazard risk,
Yeah.
it's all about mitigation.
It's mitigation.
So, you might install sprinkler systems to prevent those fires.
Okay.
Or you invest in insurance to cover those potential losses.
I see. So it's not about preventing the hazard itself,
Right.
but it's about being prepared
Exactly.
if it happens.
Minimize the impact.
Got it.
Okay.
So now let's talk about control risk,
Control risk. Okay.
which I always find really interesting
Yeah.
because it gets into
Project management.
project management, things like that.
Yeah.
So tell me about control risk.
Yeah. So control risk, or uncertainty risk, as it's sometimes called,
Okay.
is all about managing uncertainty.
Okay.
So will your project be completed on time?
Right.
Will it be within budget?
Right.
Will you hit your sales targets?
Okay.
There's always this level of uncertainty in these things.
For sure.
And that's where control risk comes in.
So like a software project that keeps getting delayed and goes way over budget.
Exactly. That would be a classic example of control risk.
Got it.
And so to manage control risk, you got to focus on controlling that variance.
Okay.
So, use those Gantt charts. You have those regular progress meetings,
Got it.
clear communication,
Yeah.
all that good stuff to stay on track.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can even apply this to personal projects.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like planning a home renovation
Oh, yeah.
or organizing a big event.
Wow. I never thought about it that way, but
Uh-huh.
those project management tools can definitely
Keep you organized.
help in everyday life.
Totally.
Yeah.
So,
You want to talk about the fun one?
yeah, let's talk about the fun one.
The one everyone gets excited about.
This is where risk starts to feel like an opportunity.
Exactly.
Unless like something to be afraid of.
Opportunity risk
Opportunity risk.
or speculative risk
Okay.
is all about taking calculated chances
Okay.
where the payoff could be huge.
Yeah, right. So you're accepting
Some level of risk.
some level of risk
Yeah.
because the potential rewards are so great.
Okay, so it's like investing in a new product line.
Exactly.
It could totally flop.
Good.
But if it's a hit,
Yeah,
the rewards are huge.
that's right. So with opportunity risk, you're not trying to avoid it.
You're embracing it.
You're embracing it. You're looking at it strategically.
Okay.
You're evaluating the potential downsides,
Yeah,
but you're weighing them against the potential upside.
that makes sense.
You're stepping outside your comfort zone.
stepping outside the comfort zone. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we kind of wrap things up here,
Yeah.
I think the big takeaway is that understanding these 4 types of risk,
Uh-huh.
compliance, hazard control, and opportunity,
Yeah.
can really help you
Make better decisions.
make better decisions. Yeah, in all areas of life.
Exactly. It's like having this mental framework
Right.
for assessing risk and managing risk,
Yeah.
which can be incredibly powerful.
So powerful. Now, here's a thought for you as you go about your day.
Okay.
Think about the risks you're facing, big and small.
Uh-huh.
Are there any compliance risks
Yeah.
you need to be extra careful about? Any hazard risks you could mitigate better?
Yeah.
And maybe most importantly,
Yeah.
are there any opportunity risks
Ooh,
you might be overlooking?
that you're missing out on.
Yeah, maybe it's time to step outside that comfort zone
Yeah.
and see what's out there.
What could be.
Yeah, what could be. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.